Right, high knee hug, going up on that toe. So for this stretch, you want to put your hands just below your knee. You want to hug your knee, pull your knee as hard as you can to your chest. And while you're doing so, try to keep that leg straight. That down leg stay nice and straight. No bend in the knee, no flaring from the hips. You want to try to keep that down leg nice and straight while you're pulling that knee up to your chest. And you want to get up on that toe. Little element of balance here as you're warming up. Pull that knee up on the toe. Pull that knee up on the toe. Keeping that leg straight. That down leg straight. Body weight squats. Scoot your feet out wider than shoulder width apart. Sit that butt down to 90. Put those arms out in front. Okay, nice deep squat out to 90. Notice I'm staying in my heels. I'm in my heels and I'm pressing to the outsides of my feet. I'm not rocking up on my toes as I'm sitting down. So sit back and down, keep your chest up. Sit back and you're sitting in a chair. Back in those heels, driving up through those heels. Squatting down through those heels, driving up through those heels. Hip bridges. Go ahead and lay on your back. Bring your heels in so your knees and hips make a 90-degree angle when your hips are at the top. That's about where your heels should be. So tuck your heels about halfway back to your butt here. Arms out side to side, about 45 degrees. Driving your hips up so you maintain at the top a very straight body posture. So you want to drive those hips all the way through so you get as straight as possible when your hips are through and at the top. Every time you bring your hips down too, if you need to, go ahead and reset your heels. Notice I just lift them up slightly off the ground and I press back down. I drive back down to the ground with my heels and I drive my hips up through. Hip bridge, about 12 of these. Plank position. You're gonna go ahead and put your elbows right under your shoulders. You're gonna round your shoulders out as if you're serve receiving or passing a ball. You're gonna keep your feet together in the back and you're gonna tighten your butt. Okay, pull your belly button back to your spine. And you're going to hold this posture for 30 seconds. And if you're advanced, you can hold it for a minute. Again, maintaining nice tight body posture, straight line, shoulders rounded, no low back sags, no low shoulder sags here. Head stays nice and true with the body line there. Doesn't fall, doesn't move. Nice and true. Chin stays tucked down. About a minute here if you can. If you can't, go ahead and do 30 seconds. Both are good. It's a great exercise for a warm-up. Get your core nice and warm. Keep your core nice and tight by pulling your belly button back towards your spine. Try to keep it there. Nice job. Jumping jacks. Good old-fashioned jumping jacks. Who doesn't love a good jumping jack? Feet come out, arms come up. Arms are at loose 90 degrees. All right. Pop those feet in, out, in, out. This is meant for speed jumping jacks, not lazy jumping jacks. So get it going. Good rhythm, good tempo. All right, split squat holds here. Split leg holds. This is great. Go ahead and get in that lunge posture. Make sure your knee is over your ankle bone, over your heel. Your knee should not be in front of your toe here. You want a completely flat foot with that front leg. Lunge out as far as you can so that knee is over that ankle bone. That's how you know you have appropriate distance for the lunge. And go ahead and sit down in this body posture and hold it for 30 seconds. Should feel a little bit of burn in your quad. Nothing crazy. Just trying to get our movement and our body prepped to do our body weight circuit we have set up here. Great dynamic warm-up though. Great dynamic exercise for really anything you're looking to do. But it activates your quad a little bit, activates your glutes, gets a little stretch in your hip flexor. You know, you get a little bit of balance work, get a little bit of core work. Static work like this is oftentimes overlooked. People want to do more the sexier things. They want to be jumping, they want to be moving, they want to be squatting and moving in all these postures. But static work like wall sits and split leg squat holds, there's a lot of value in this. There's a lot of low level strength that can be gained out of movements like this that help you in the long run handle a higher work economy when you're playing a volleyball match and you have to go between medium postures to low postures to high postures. And, you know, you play a long 5-setter every now and again. And your legs can fatigue and it helps you build strength reserves that help you fight fatigue. Okay, the workout, body weight squats. Go ahead and put your hands behind your head here. Spread your legs out. Legs should be just wider than shoulder width. I'm driving down in my heels and I'm driving back up through my heels, keeping my chest up and back and big. Open chest here, driving back through my heels, down and up. And notice, just for reference, I have my toes pick up a little bit as I drive up. As I drive up, my toes are picking up. That's making sure that I'm driving up through my heels here. Big heel drive. Got to activate those motor movers, those glutes, those hammies. Push-ups, same position as the plank, only now we're going to have our hands a little bit wider than shoulder width. All right, we're bringing our elbows back into our bodies, towards our rib cage, not having those elbows fan out, but we're tucking those elbows in, about a 45-degree angle inside your rib cage. Keep your butt nice and tight. Feet are together in the back. Lower that upper body down, little toe, little nose touch, and drive back up. Single leg lunges. I'll start from a staggered leg stop here. Nice balanced starting position. I'm going to come up on my toe. I'm going to reach that front leg up and over an imaginary hurdle. I'm going to lunge out, so I'm heel to toe on the lunge, and I'm pressing toe to heel on the pop back up. So as you see, I'm coming down, heel to toe to heel. Heel to toe to heel. Okay, what this does is it makes sure that you're really putting the work in your glutes and your hamstrings. What you don't want with this exercise is for that work to be put into your knee and your quads. Okay, so I'm going to do this from a couple of views, from a front view and a side view. Okay, so I'm coming up on my toe, up, lunging up and over that imaginary hurdle, and I'm kicking back up and over that imaginary hurdle. And this is great too for working on body posture. Try to keep your knees up over your hips. Your shoulders over your hips. Don't let your shoulders come forward a whole lot. Nice strong body postures. And you're really going heel to toe to heel. So you want to really be driving back up. This is making sure that your butt, your hammies, you really want to make sure that you're activating those motor movers versus the top of your knee, right? A lot of people have knee pain. A lot of jumpers have knee pain. So we want to try to strengthen our posterior chain with this exercise. Dips, I'm using my coffee table here. Spread my hands a little bit wider than shoulder width. I kick my feet out, straighten both legs, get those heels out. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to sit down just so my butt can touch. All right, that's how I know I've gone far enough. For me on this table, my elbows right at the finish are 90 degrees. So there's a 90-degree angle. My shoulders get even with my elbow joint, and then I pop right back up. All right, this exercise, go ahead and find a towel, a t-shirt, anything that you can make a straight lever with. In the weight room, you might use a bar or a dowel. You could even find a broomstick. Anything that creates a straight line. For me, I had a towel that was nearby, so I go ahead and went and grabbed the towel. This is going to be a squat to press to stand. Okay, so feet wider than shoulder width apart, just like we're getting in a good squat posture. I'm going to squat back. I'm in my heels. I'm pausing at the bottom. That towel comes up, boom, and then I stand up. So this is 3 separate movements. This is a squat, a press, and a stand, a reset. All right, same thing here, squat, press, reset. Really try to stay in your heels here. Focus in being in your heels and on the outsides of your feet. Try to fight the urge to come up on your toe. Try also to fight the urge to have your shoulders forward. Keep your shoulders up and back. Notice you can read the logo on my shirt. That's good. That means I'm keeping my shoulders up and back. All right, this is going to help work on thoracic mobility. Okay, a lot of mobility in volleyball goes through our spine and through our core. And it's really important for shoulder health that we're able to maintain really good mobility. Meaning, what do we look like when we have to do a lower body movement with an upper body movement? All right, depth push-ups, a fan fave. Go ahead and kick those feet on the table, get your arms out. Same push-up position here. Hands are a little bit wider than shoulder width. Butt's nice and tight. Okay, nothing about my low back is sagging. Everything is strong as a board here. Slight dip in with my upper body, nose touches, and I pop right back up. As soon as you feel yourself start to fall or sway or really put a lot of pressure in your low back here, maybe it's a time to go to your knees, all right? And if you need to modify it, that's okay. That is okay. All right, single leg squats. Okay, so for this, I'm gonna use the coffee table. And for me right now, the coffee table height is a little low. All right, so I'm gonna switch over and I'm gonna pull my ottoman out. All right, I'm gonna put my ottoman up, find something that gets me to go just below 90 degrees on my single leg squat. And if you can only get to 90, that's fine. All right, I take my little ottoman out, I find a pillow because I need a little marker. I want a marker to know that I have gone down to the appropriate height that I'm trying to work on for today. So I get 2 pillows out, I get on that single leg, and I come down just enough to squish those pillows and come back up. All right, so single leg squatting, you want to keep that heel flat on the ground. Everything is strong in that body posture. You want to try to keep your knee over your toe. All right, you want to try to keep your knee from collapsing inward or fanning too much outward. You want to try to keep your knee in line with your toe here. You go down, you want to sit back and down like you're sitting in a chair. One common mistake I see with this movement is people try to bend their knee first. Okay, you actually have to get your hips back first. So go ahead and sit those hips back like you're sitting in a chair. Then you bend your knee to come down. And that helps you keep your chest up, which helps you stay in that balanced posture. About 10 each leg here. Single leg work so important for volleyball players. Okay, some shoulder work. We're gonna lay prone here, which just means on your belly. Supine would be on your back. We're on our bellies here. I have my arms fanned out in the Y position. My thumbs are up. And what I'm thinking about doing is I'm thinking about pulling from my shoulder blades. Okay, I'm not just lifting my hands in the air. I'm pulling from my shoulder blades, and I'm trying to pull my shoulder blades together. All right, just getting a slight raise in the arms, basically up to where kind of your biceps would be even with your ears. All right, just about that height. Nothing crazy, nothing going behind your head. Just something that gets you to even. And this just works on a lot of posterior shoulder health stuff. After I'm done with the Ys, I did 20 Ys. Now I'm going to do 20 Ts. Same thing. This time your arms can lift a little bit more behind, and you're really working on pinching those shoulder blades together, holding that pause at the top. You should be feeling this in your whole spinal column. So this is not only upper body, but it's your whole spinal column you're activating here with this exercises. Very good for your low back and low back health as well. Great finisher for upper body here. Awesome.